Hey, you guys! Welcome back. You're looking wunderbar. Check this out. I have decided to see what's available for Swiss parts. Now, all of these parts are from a supplier in Switzerland. So we're today going to put together. It is the Sellita SW200, specifically the -1. Blah blah blah. But it is a clone of the ETA 2824. Now, if you didn't know, Sellita actually used to make movements for ETA, but ETA got big, decided to do it themselves, slipped, didn't renew the patents. Sellita jumped at the chance and secured the patents for this movement. So Sellita actually owns a patent for that movement. But that's how it is. And ETA still makes them, but good luck. Well, it's harder to get them. You pay an extra premium because they don't like to supply them outside of their own brands anymore. That's where Sellita comes in, STP, Les Jeux, all great. So Proud, I've heard, not so good, but okay, enough mumbling. I have gone ahead and put this my logo on this dial. Hopefully that's straight. To my eyes, that is straight, and it took me a while, so I did that off camera. Um, but yeah, we're gonna get at it. The only thing I have done, I took the movement out, made sure everything was turning over properly, and on these guys, there you have here. What I've done is the little dial feet on this guy here. You got to get in there with a screwdriver and pry that little dial foot out. Or like such. You just get in there. It turns real easy with a screwdriver if you get in there at the right angle. You pry those out so that you can put your dial down. Now, with the Sellita and with the 2824, you need a dial spacer ring. You don't with the Les Jeux, actually, the G100. I would like to get one of those. So there's little notches on the dial ring. You move them, you line them up with the holes for where the dial feet are going to go, like such. You can see there's just a little notch on either side. Oh, is that one not lined up? No, not perfectly. Oh no, it's okay. Just the reflections are different angle. Well, here we are. Got our little tabs out for our dial. Our dial spacer ring is there. And we're going to grab, this is your hour wheel. Goes right on there like so. Just drops right in. Next, dial. Very, very easy. Well, I cleaned up the dial again. I closed our dial feet and I spun us around. So, let's get some hands set. Now, this came as a kit minus the movement, and I only bought this kit because it was all in one piece and it came from the same supplier, so I had high expectations of everything going together well. So that is my story, and I'm sticking to it. Second hand. There we go. I know it's not terribly original, but it is what it is. I'm not super worried about it. Well, let's get these hands set. Where's my, there it is. Wanted me clean Rodico. No, the ETA and the 2824 and the Sellita 200 here, when the date wheel goes over, it's not like the Seikos where it takes a moment and then it slowly creeps over. No, it just click, it gets there and it's over. So just be aware of that if you're doing this yourself. There. Looking good. Looking better. We need to clean it up. Get it cased. Okay, I'm going to clean it up and be right back. All right, here's a little bit of info for you guys. When you're taking the stem out of an ETA or a Sellita, as you can see right down there, you can see the Sellita logo behind the balance wheel. What I was going to say is you have to have the crown in the hand setting position, so in the third position, and use a screwdriver because these are made for a screwdriver. It fits per screwdriver perfectly, and you can only push the button so far. Because if you push the button too far with these, you will wreck it. And if you have the crown in the wrong position when you try to remove it, you will wreck it. So remember those things. So before we get this cased up, we need to put in these screws that hold the secure, the dial, and the dial spacer, and everything together. All right, our screws are in place. We will give it a flip over and a quick blast with fingers crossed and case it up. Not even farting around. Lock so. And we need a movement spacer. Okay, well, she's on a bracelet. It's a Jubilee. I like Jubilees. Um, hmm, I don't know. Let's, yeah, overall, hey, it's nice. It's plain. I'm not, oh, not a huge fan of the bezel, but it works. It works quite well. There's no backplay. Lines up perfectly. Well, I guess there's only one thing to do here, isn't there? For one, you guys got to tell me how you feel about it. Let me know what you think. This is my first all Swiss build. Case and case and bracelet from Switzerland too. So, and yeah, real, real Sellita movement. The loom's pretty pathetic. I gotta be honest. Hmm. I'm kind of disappointed. I mean, I can't be disappointed in the movement. The movement is the movement. But I gotta say, I'm disappointed in the rest of it. Because that loom is just about dead already, it looks like. Okay. Well, you know what's gonna happen now. You boys gonna have to go, and I didn't want to go to Alley. Honestly, I didn't want to do an Alley build because I figured, oh, Alley Alley might just have phony parts. But hell no, not impressed. So anyway, you will be seeing a rebuild of this very soon, I do believe. It's gonna look completely different. Anyhow, thanks you guys. Love y'all. Appreciate you stopping by again. Let me know down below what you think.